that Cube don't pay his actors and Cube don't do this. After all that, what that man has done, we got to get a man his flowers because he's put so many people on. Neil Long was in the movie. And
Well, see, his pay is different. And if you want to ask somebody, if you want to compare to what somebody gave you for one movie, and it was your breakout movie or your first movie, you ain't
in no $300 million budget movie.
You ain't in that yet. And so I hear people talk about he don't pay a lot, but every that did his movie took off and went and got paid.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, absolutely. I know what you're saying.
I didn't get paid. I got a decent pay.
Yeah.
But the money that I made from being in the movie was.
Now your stand-up, now you hotter in your stand-up.
Now I'm hotter in my stand-up.
Now instead of doing, not that there's anything wrong with a 200 seat, now you're doing 500, now you're doing 1,000, now you're doing 2,500.
Yeah.
They come to this, they funny in the mug.
Now you're getting your money. And see, they got to look at it. You have to in this business here as an actor, as a comedian. When you first starting off, because everybody got to start somewhere, you have to plant a seed.
Yes. For
the flower to grow. You're not going to get an instant. Well, some of these dudes is getting instant flowers, but the flower pot gonna pop in a minute. It's gonna break. And your ass gonna melt down back into the soil. Because it ain't a seed. It was sitting in a pot.
There is a report that there is a last Friday.
It's the last Friday. I just sat with me, Ice Cube, Aaron Magruder, and DJ Pooh just sat in a room and we've been writing it.
Right.
So it's gonna be off the hook.
So what can we expect? The 27, 28?
Hopefully 26. Hopefully we'll come out.
26?
Yeah, probably 27.
Yeah.
Damn, how you know this shit more than me?
So I mean, is it bittersweet? Because you've been at this thing, it's 2 decades that you've been at the Friday franchise and knowing that it's coming to an end.
Well, it might not come to an end. We thought the second one was the last one. We thought the third one was the last one. But Ice Cube has the ability to keep creating. That's gonna squeeze the juice out of this motherfucker.
Yeah.
That motherfucker ain't gonna have no juice left in it.
And Friday After Next, man, how did you come up with that? You cussed them old ladies out. Them ladies come out there with the pamphlet and you say y'all selling in the name out here, selling in the name of the Lord.
That's the thing about film, and knowing somebody's gonna do something, you know what the reaction is. But if you don't know what I'm gonna say, when I walk up to you, it's gonna throw you off. I got a real response out of them ladies.
Yeah.
It really shocked them.
Yeah.
But them as knowing that they in a movie they couldn't break, so they just went on with it.
Yeah.
That shit was real. They didn't know what I was gonna say. I just walked up to him and said, "Why y'all using God to sell pussy on that?" And the old lady said, "Oh my," that's how she was looking. But they just kept going.
Right.
They kept, they stayed in it, man.
So how much freedom does Cube give you to ad lib?
Hell no.
Oh man, that's what he do. I remember I went in the script. I mean, I was sitting in the trailer with him, and he just took the script out my hand and threw the mother. I said, "What the?" He said, "Come on, let's go." But the script is the guideline,
right?
And we have to say certain words to lead us to the next scene.
Friday After Next
so it's certain shit that has to be said, and it's certain shit that he's
Friday
like, okay, this scene right here, do
moments.
what you want.
They was classic.
Go ahead in there, and if he had to pull me back, he'll pull me back.
He like that.
Should we expect some up and coming comedians in the last Friday?
Yeah. I mean, like I tell all the comedians, a lot of people have been hollering at me about that movie. I said, Cube
Hell, y'all on. What y'all on, man?
He gonna make you audition.
What's the word? What's the word?
Yeah, I'm tripping.
What's the word, man?
The trick of the job is
not to die of boredom.
Why am I up right now? Why are y'all up right now? What's going on?
He ain't just handing out no part. Cause sometimes like Leo ain't got to read for no part. Denzel ain't reading for no part. Samuel Jackson not reading for no part.
It had classic funny moments.
There's some people that are not reading for a part.
They're not reading for a part.
you
What
gonna
up, what
read
up?
for this part.
Hunter Helms
Even though
is
And not
Sims,
me.
what's the
I'm
word?
part of the franchise.
Right.
But these new guys,
Yes.
I'm pretty sure. I respect him for doing that because the only way you'll see
Everybody
it is
chilling,
if
how
you see
y'all
it.
feeling?
Like I can guess all the way and try to pair a person up with a character in a script, but to see it
I'm feeding my back.
is to believe it. You know. So I agree with that.
Right. Do you think Chris Tucker has regrets about not returning to Friday, seeing how successful that it was? Because in the
some
beginning they
degree.
said, well, he
better.
wanted this much money, and well, then you heard other
He
people
say,
say, well,
"Buy
it was
me
about his
Robux."
religion, and he didn't want to smoke
Now.
weed, he didn't want to do all that
He
cursing,
said,
he didn't want to do all
now.
that drinking. But then I guess when
gotta get
what
them
was that movie that he got with Jackie Chan? I mean, they came along and it's like, well,
Well, he was the
You better
perfect
go out there and
example
cut
of
some
he
grass.
might have been the that first started off saying
Now,
the
if
kids
I had
didn't
it.
pay.
right.
If I had it right
Because
now,
I remember he
you
had a
have
joke that said, "Man, that
I ain't even
paid
gonna
me
lie
in
to you.
T-shirts and CDs." That was his joke that
Yeah.
the nigga used to do on there.
Right.
do it to you.
And then,
Go ahead.
but what he did with that role was crazy. He went and did Rush Hours. and
Rush
all
Hour, Money Talk.
All right now.
that. So he went and got paid off of
Right.
the role. Do I think he regret
What?
being in it? To some degree.
Why would he regret it? It put him on the map.
I mean, look what he did afterwards.
Yes. I don't think he get. Do you think?
Do I-
Do you think he gets Rush Hour if he's not in Friday?
No.
I agree.
I think Rush Hour got him. I think next Friday. I
He
think
wouldn't
Friday
have
got
in
him
Rush Hour
everything
if he had to do
he was gonna get.
next
Would he
Friday.
have been a star
The film
outside
was
of
like-
Friday? I think so.
Yes.
Yeah, because he was good.
Yes.
He was good at what he did. But definitely the Friday role put him where he was.
It
You know
was
what I
crazy.
mean?
I mean,
And I'm glad that they didn't do it. Don't do another. I was waiting on him to say he wasn't gonna do Rush Hour. I was gonna ask him, hey man, they got a light skinned nigga that'll do all these roles that dark
Waiting
nigga
for him
won't
to
do.
say he wasn't gonna do Rush Hour.
Did you feel pressure? Because even though that was a different character,
Yeah.
you were a comedian.
Yeah.
Replacing a comedian.
Yeah.
In the franchise of Friday, did you feel pressure?
Camera
No.
down.
I didn't feel no pressure because of where I came from, how hard I worked. You gotta think about it, Shannon. I lived in New York for 10 years, man, doing $50 rooms, $25 rooms.
Damn.
You know, yeah, not making no money, man. You know what I'm saying?
So that true like some
not making no money.
Roy, we
Yeah,
had
we
Roy
had a
Woods
spike. I
Jr.
didn't
on.
even
He's
see
like,
it.
hey,
Like
sometime
23
man, all
people
they
up
pay
in
you in
there.
buffalo wings
What?
and drinks.
Hey,
Yeah, well, I don't know where that nigga
thank
was.
you.
I always got a
Let me
couple
get them
dollars
young
for
followers.
performance.
$20,
At least some gas money. Roy, what if
Finna be
was
on
you
here every
performing
day.
that when nigga gave you some chicken wings?
When I
nigga?
ain't at work.
You parlay Friday after next to All About the Benjamin.
Yeah, all about the Benjamins. That was a script. Me and a
know
partner
what that is
named
on that
TC,
glass.
my partner TC,
Ain't gonna show 'em.
we found the script, took it to a guy named Ron Lane. Ron Lane wrote it, took it to Ice Cube. Ice Cube rewrote it, and we shot the movie.
You can't
So
even see it.
at least the second movie, I brought it to Ice Cube.
Right.
You know what I mean? He put me in one, then I brought him one.
Yeah.
And that movie was incredible too.
It was.
Yeah.
But you said
I
that
ain't
was
even know my
like
mic was
you
down
had a
like
lot
that.
going on
Hold on,
doing
let
All
me
About the
control
Benjamin.
my
You had a lot
audio.
going on in your
Turn
personal
this desktop
life,
down
private
some.
life.
Yeah.
How were you able to? Because as a professional athlete, we have to compartmentalize.
See, we picking up.
I
Let
gotta
me
play the
put my
game.
headphones
Whatever I
in.
got going on at home,
That's why we
whatever I
picking
got
up the
going
sound
on, the
from
game
Mike.
is the most. So I'm gonna focus here.
Yeah.
Now, once I'm done with the game, I can decompress and I can deal with whatever I
Mike
got
play the
going
game.
on outside of the game. How are you able to compartmentalize?
I seen him weak.
Focus on. I got to do this read. I got to get through this movie. But I got chaos in my life.
Yeah, well, you know, first of all,
I just
the
go
next
to
Friday
ice.
movie, it did something to me. It fucked me up. I couldn't believe I was famous. I couldn't believe I made it. It really did a mind trick on me. And not only that, I was so upset that I left so many. It felt like I left my whole family and all my friends. Because I never forget, one day I went back home and I was looking for everybody to be like, ah.
Yeah.
And wasn't nobody like that.
You minded them though.
That shit me up. That shit me up. And I'm the type of person that, you know,
What?
since I didn't get the love, you know, I started getting high. I start doing coke, start snorting cocaine.
He
That was
talking
your
about
first
start
time. That's
doing
what
coke.
that
No,
Start
I was doing
snorting
that shit
coke.
when I was 14, but I had revisited it.
He 14
Damn.
without revisiting.
Yeah, first time I did it, I was 14, but I
Different
revisited it as
14
an
year
adult.
olds.
And I started getting high because I really had survivor's remorse. I swear to God, I was so
We
hurt
lost them 20
that I
something. It
left
was
so
quick.
many people back in my hometown, my friends. 'Cause I was really out here
Was
by
that a
myself.
raid or something?
You know,
what were they gonna do? It was they could act, they
Y'all
couldn't
raided
sing,
me,
they couldn't
gang?
dance. So why you make it seem like they actually could do something and you didn't help them? They couldn't do what you did, Mike.
they couldn't do what I did. And then I had pressure me on to bringing money back home to buy a kilo of cocaine, all kind of shit.
Damn, Escobar.
Yeah, because well, you got to think about it. I came from the street.
Yes.
I came straight out of jail and started doing comedy. I was in the street and I wasn't successful at it, you know, and that shit followed me, man. You know, I mean, for a long time I would come back home, man. It was niggas still talking about I owe them money, and I'm like, shit, I can't pay no old ass 20-year-old debt with you with no money. And I, you know, I tried to buy my friends, I tried to buy my family. I couldn't buy none of them. The ones that were naturally jealous of me, they was just
It wasn't nothing
wasn't
you
nothing I
could
could
change.
do to them. One time I swear to God, I gave my friends, one of my buddies, some money, and that took that shit and threw it out the window.
Huh? Hold on.
Yeah.
Why? Why? It wasn't enough.
Well, you know, I think it was just, I think people's perception of what they thought I had, I didn't have it.
Just threw my money
You
out.
know, I didn't have what motherfuckers thought.
They thought you was Eddie Murphy all of a sudden.
Hell yeah.
I'm Kimbo Slice.
Like, nigga, shit, I'm one joke away from being right back here with you.
Trust your family's comfort to America's most trusted water heater brand. Get an A.O. Smith Signature Series water heater exclusively at Lowe's. Call 866-422.
Shout out to
Stand
those
on the
for
block.
running.
But
Why is it that when
Ain't look too
I get
sad.
to speak to our community,
yeah,
I'm black, you black, so we
Yeah.
can speak on a level that we understand.
yeah,
Why is it that when we leave, everybody feel like we owe them something?
because we all came from
Let me see.
we all
See
came
it.
from a crab in the barrel syndrome.
Oh,
We all
shit.
came from crab in the barrel. And if you watch crabs in the barrel, that's what they do. They
He asked me about my tattoos.
if one of them get out, another one will grab his crab and pull him
Pull his
back.
ass
That's
back
why they call it crab in the barrel. And you know, I think that shit is a derivative from slavery. You know,
This
we
ain't
all,
kid. This ain't
you know,
too.
that shit started.
I am
And
on tour.
I tell brothers this all the time, man. We still on the plantation.
Mm.
You know, we just got clothes, we got more money and stuff like that. But if you think about back in slavery, that shit was real.
Mhm.
If you seen a brother standing up there with an
Just
outfit
like
on in master's house, you know, you was
You
like,
had light skin, you worked inside. You had dark skin, you was outside.
yeah, how can I get in?
Yeah.
How can I get down?
Mhm.
How can I be a part of this? You know, so that shit is real
the
prevalent.
quickness,
It's still right now. It's still right now. And that's what these dudes don't realize. Is like, you know, if one brother makes it in this business, he don't understand that he's the guy that they use to make all the other brothers rise to the top. He's the guy. He's the center guy. You know, he's the template of what we are.
See,
They all compare us
oh,
like that.
this is-
I was just sitting on the plane with and it blew my mind, but the shit is real. I was sitting on the plane with an older white lady, and people were speaking to her. She said, "Who are you?" I said, "Chris Brown." And she believed that shit. She said, "Oh, I can't believe I'm sitting here with you." I'm serious. I said, "Yeah, Chris Brown and late." And then something must have hit. She said, "You've gotten a lot older."
Yes, they do.
I said, "Yeah." I said, "Rihanna and them wore me out."
Fake diamonds shine brighter
Told
than
me crap.
real diamonds in
I
the
was
dark.
talking shit, right? And then she must have called her daughter on the phone. She called her daughter
It's
because
like,
the
oh,
lady,
these
I seen the lady, she started looking at me like this.
It's South
You
Walker.
ain't Chris Brown.
Number
You ain't no
two.
Chris Brown. And but it did make me mad because
Well,
the first thing I said to myself,
what I'm
we
doing
sitting
right
on
about what we
Southwest,
watch.
heifer.
Talk like, what is
You should
discussion?
know that
It's
I
not
ain't no damn
discussion.
Chris Brown.
Right.
That just she didn't know who I was. She probably didn't know who damn Chris Brown was.
She knew who Chris Brown was.
She did.
Probably.
No,
She probably knew the name, but I don't know.
55-year-old nigga with a schnauzer color gray in his chin.
When you did all about the Benjamin, those lines, 15, 30, 35,
15. Yeah, them joints right there. Them was
you came up, that was ad lib.
yeah, I was high right then.
Damn.
I was yeah.
How you show up to work high?
Like now. No, I'm just bullshit. No, I'm just bullshit. No, you know what? Man, I was 20-some years old. I could do everything at that age.
Do you think they even gonna make one?
You know, my
Do you think they even gonna
comedic
make a
timing,
last?
I don't care what position I'm in. I am able to still tell jokes. You can wake me out of my sleep and I'm gonna crack a joke. That was my calling. This is my only talent that I've ever been able to
harness.
That's right. I tried all kind of shit, Shannon.
I
tried
doubt
to
it.
go to the military. They wouldn't let me in there because I flunked the test.
It's like
Well, that's
GTA
probably
6
why.
at this
Yeah,
point.
But military take anybody. Damn, how bad are you in school?
you're right.
And military ain't really turning out nobody. They're looking for a few good people to die.
Oh,
Damn, you so bad they didn't want you. You couldn't even
I
die.
don't think they gonna make a
Damn,
last
Mike.
Friday movie. He said they gonna release that in
Stop calling
2026. They
me
just
nigga,
did this
man.
interview, what,
Stop
2
calling-
days ago?
Can't read it in that film. You wasn't
Yeah,
no scholar,
on the
Shannon.
7th.
No.
They probably let your ass get through the
No,
Mike
but
got
I was about
let
to
my
take the
boy
test. I was about to go
use
to the Air Force.
Did you have good grades in college?
Yeah, I got good grades in college. I didn't have no good grades in high school because I didn't apply myself. I was full of,
So how did you get to college?
Back then, my first year,
Your talent.
Prop 48 hit in 1986, which means if you didn't score 700 on the SAT, you couldn't go D1. You had to go D2, HBCU. So that's why I ended up going to an HBCU.
Yeah, that's why you went to Savannah State.
Yes.
You was too good to be there.
Y'all
You
need to
supposed to
see
been in
my,
Notre Dame somewhere.
my boy
Georgia,
in the cut
Texas,
right here.
somewhere like that. But you know what's the best thing to happen?
Why?
Because I sincerely believe I went to a university.
Where you could get off.
They cared about me.
How did the NFL find you in that little school?
When you good, they find you.
Some numbers, huh?
Mm-hmm. And I think the thing is, Mike,
You don't think your brother put a little light on you?
because guess what? He couldn't catch no passes for me.
Okay.
Now, obviously, there's like, he has a brother. Okay, let's go see what he's like.
Yeah, come on now. Don't take nothing for Sterling.
No.
Put the
They're
heat on
going to
your
say,
ass.
yeah, he has a brother.
Your perfect domain is
Sometimes.
out there.
Yeah, big
Go to
change
Wix
with me.
and make it yours. Claim your space online. Own your name,
You know,
your brand, your breakthrough. And the rest, just
Well, why is he at Savannah State then? If he that good, why is he at Savannah State? His brother's at the University of South Carolina. Then they see me play. Okay, he's big, he's fast. Okay,
They got
raw.
the tape on you.
he told
And the thing is that
See, I'll stop
obviously
watching.
we don't have a wide receiver coach, a tight end coach, a running back coach, a O-line coach, a this coach. We ain't got 15 coaches on offense and 15 on defenses. So they look at me as like, okay, he's raw, but with some coaching, we think we can find something for him to do in the NFL. He's big, he's fast, he's strong.
So when you came in the NFL, they wasn't checking for you like that. You had to earn it.
Oh, you got to get it. Because you got to realize though, Mike, I went to an HBCU where HBCU wasn't cool. You see everybody how they hype up HBCU now? It wasn't no ESPN, wasn't coming to no HBCU.
Looking at you like you wasn't shit.
Yeah, man. They was you went to a college in a strip mall. People was making jokes about it then. Yeah, they making jokes. Now it's a big thing going to an HBCU.
A strip mall.
I ain't seen nobody else.
Damn.
Hold on. Was Lil' Kim supposed to be in All About the Benjamin?
She auditioned for it.
Damn. You was gonna be your wife or your girlfriend?
She was gonna be. If you watch All About this, I think she was gonna be Cube's girlfriend.
But you've been in movies with like Whitney Houston was with Sparkle with you, was she?
Yeah, I was in Whitney Houston's last movie, man. It was crazy to be in the movie because she was a lot different person in the movie world than she was in the music world. Yeah, man. When she was on the set, she was really, really calm. She was really cool, and she was really serious.
Right.
And what threw me off with that, I was like, damn, this ain't the Whitney everybody be saying.
Right.
Because I think in the film world, she was a great actress. She
Then
was
I
an
got
incredible
Bang,
actress. She
Call
wasn't
of
just a
Duty,
good
all that.
singer.
Hmm.
I got
She
a
was
lot
a
of shit.
performer.
Right.
Um,
Don't get me back
and she
on
just had
Marvel
some great
Legends.
energy on the
Whatever,
movie
what
set.
was it? Yeah, Marvel
Is
Rivals.
that you get that a lot? Like you get on the set, you
Good
have this
clips. Need to
expectations
start
of someone,
uploading.
and you what you've heard or what you've kind of
I'm
experienced
going
with them
crazy.
not on set,
Yeah,
and then you get on the set and they're totally different than what you thought they would be.
totally different people, man. And I done had some good experiences and bad experiences.
Really?
I mean, you know, sometimes I mean they got a saying is sometimes you don't want to meet your heroes,
I
you
got an
know, because
alfalfa.
they're not gonna be who you think they
Mm.
are.
Natchez.
They portray they are in show business.
Damn
You know,
camera
some
died.
people are different people. You know, you meet them and you like, damn, what an asshole.
Damn,
That's why
cut back
I'm always
on.
cool. I try to be
And
cool
start
with people when
tweaking
I
because
meet them
it's
and
cutting
see them,
on off.
because I heard all these stories before I
Yep.
got in the show business. You
Hmm.
know, I'm pretty sure you did
Look,
too.
Yeah. Well, people always ask me what such and such like. I was like, I just know what they're like around me.
Right.
I can't speak to what they if they see you or if
Yeah.
they see somebody else. I can just tell you how they treat me. And people
Yeah.
like, well, oh, I thought, well, I mean, what you want me? I mean, I can't tell you
Yeah.
somebody that I haven't been around what they're like. I can just tell you how they interact with when I'm around them.
Right.
So you say she was really, really quiet. Did she ever sing on set? Did you? I mean, could she?
I I tell a story. One day I was on my way to the set, and I had to always walk past the trailers. And I was walking past the trailers, and I heard Whitney Houston singing Mike. She was playing Michael Jackson in the trailer,
Mm-hmm.
and man, it sounded like they was both in there singing together. It blew my mind. You know, she was in there singing. I'm like, damn. So it was that hurt it, man. That really hurt me because I had just met her.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I did a previous video with her and Bobby
my
Brown
camera
years
died.
ago, but I didn't get to meet her. This was the first time that I got to meet her,
Mm-hmm.
and oh man, she was such a beautiful person.
You think somebody could beat Whitney in a versus battle?
Hell no, hell no, I doubt it.
Run that back.
No, man, she was such a beautiful person.
You
He
think
said,
somebody could beat Whitney in a versus battle?
Hell no, hell no,
hell
I doubt it. Shit,
He just
But you was
started a
also on the
real
set with
debate, but I don't know.
Beyonce and Fighting Temptations.
I did a movie with Beyonce and fight. I did actually work with Beyonce on the Apollo. When I first did Showtime at the Apollo, Destiny Child was on the show.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
And I seen them before they became who they were, man.
Did you know they were going to become that?
You know what? I was so nervous from doing that show. I didn't even pay attention to them. And then later on, I was like, damn, that's the girl.
That's
that
them.
was, yeah, on 125th.
You look at Beyonce Fighting Temptations. She was in I think Dreamgirls with Eddie Murphy. She was in the Austin Powers, one of the Austin Powers.
Yeah.
Are you surprised she's
Is
not
that
doing any more
Pink
acting?
Panther
And
movie?
then she's kind of focused on a music career and raising a family.
Um, no, you know, the acting world is something you gotta want to do.
Yeah,
That's some shit that's
I think she feels scratch that itch and
yeah. It's different. It's some shit you gotta want to do. It's a different parlay. It's a different hustle. Sitting in trailers and that shit is different, man.
it is.
And you
I
gotta
can
want
just
to do that
imagine.
shit.
I can imagine doing a movie because I've been on commercials, and the commercial is going to be 30 seconds, and you're there a day and a half. You're there a day and a half, maybe even 2 days. So I can imagine a movie that's going to be 120 minutes or 150 minutes. I can just imagine.
Yeah, it's a process. It's different, and it's different than performing on stage.
Yeah,
And when you when you performing on stage as a performer, whether you're a comedian, actress, or a singer, you got control. That's your shit.
yeah.
The acting, you sitting in the trailer waiting on them to literally call you and say,
Okay.
"It's your turn."
Yep.
You
5 minutes.
5 minutes, 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Sometimes you sit in the trailer and they come
Hour.
home and tell you
You can
go home.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah,
It's
I'll get
different.
paid.
It's a different hustle. So
You
If
gonna
I
go to
get
rap
paid,
for the
we
day?
good.
What you mean rap for the day?
I've been
It's
there
a
all.
wrap. It's a wrap.
Hey,
Still get paid.
We can finish this
As
today.
long as I'm in here. But no.
welcome to the
Yeah,
movie
let
world.
me put in this.
Someone that we had on the show,
No,
I know you're
that's
familiar
business.
with, Monique.
Yeah,
I love Mo.
I love Monique too.
She Welcome Home Roscoe Jenkins, Three Strikes, Bessie.
Yeah,
People have this perception of Mo because what they heard.
yeah,
You've been around her in a more intimate setting, on set, been around her a lot, probably been on tour with her.
yeah.
What's Mo like?
This is Buick. Now, Buick.
Family. You know what I'm saying? One of them cousins or one of them aunties that don't bite her tongue.
Nope.
I do this
Gonna
old
say how she
school.
feel.
Yeah.
But sweet, man. Monique, good people, man. Me and Monique, we did a
That's what old school really be
comedy
something way,
festival up in
way off
Montreal called
of
Just
a
for
feeling.
Laughs. And I didn't have no ride back home. And Monique and her mother and her brother, I rode all the way back to the States with them.
Damn.
Yeah, I rode all the way back to the States with them.
She is a
You
very
know it's
motherly
crazy?
person
Yeah,
because off
Shannon
camera,
Sharp grew that
brother
beard
Shannon,
out.
yeah.
you know I'm praying for you.
Off camera, huh?
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh, brother Shannon,
Mike
I'm praying
LC.
for you.
Yeah.
Hey,
But see, she's another one. See, that's what I'm saying. In this business right here, people cross people in paths.
Well,
People do shit and little shit like, like if we sitting under a table, right?
Yeah.
Say this is a table.
right.
We at the dinner table, and nobody can see me doing this to you.
oh yeah.
And you just jump and say, "You kick my mother." Now, from everybody else appearance,
They like
Yeah,
you
perception.
overreacted.
crazy.
Yeah.
But that's what happens in this business.
Wow.
People nudge people the wrong way, and
And they pretend like ain't nothing happened.
you're supposed to take it and deal with it because it's me.
Yeah.
I'm the one. It's me now. You
Right.
want to work
And
now.
yeah.
You want to be around here. So don't even say nothing about what I did that might have offended you. So if you don't bring it to me, guess what? I'm gonna go publicly and talk about every motherfucking body in the business. And I think that, man, I'm telling you, that shit happens to everybody. And if you don't address it to nobody,
Yeah,
what
he was talking
happens
about
is
Cat
when you get
Williams when
home
he
and you're
said
sitting around, you're like, that.
he did. That's what happened.
You know what I'm saying? That's
Everybody
some
take
bullshit.
stuff different.
And you're really upset because you didn't check them right then.
Right.
So you go on a platform and just blast it.
Being in The Hangover,
Yeah.
I ask a lot of people, and some people like, hey, audience is an audience, a funny joke is a funny joke.
Yeah.
But is there a difference between a black audience and a white audience?
Yes, but
Hell
no.
yeah.
Everybody is human at the end of the day, bro. Everybody human.
Craft
Everybody
service,
thinks
shit.
something funny.
You can see a whole
And
bunch of
some people
differences.
of different races is gonna
Shit.
think the
No,
same shit is
but
funny.
seriously. So
I done
let's
seen
so when
people
you go
run
on
into the
stage,
pole
let's just say for
and
the
it's
sake of
not
argument,
funny.
Yeah.
you in Harlem.
But
Yeah.
guess
You
what?
got
They're doing something they
5,000
have no
people, and they're
business.
black.
And me and a
Yeah.
whole different
Now
race
you
of
go to
people start
Oklahoma,
laughing.
Yeah.
and you got 5,000.
So yeah,
You
it's
got to
no
tell
difference,
different
bro.
jokes.
We
You
ain't
do.
different. Ain't nobody
You do.
different
It's
when it comes to race and all that.
you actually have to
You're a
tell a
person.
different joke every time you go in front of
You ain't
any
no
audience.
ghost.
Really?
Yeah.
You a
Every
ghost?
audience is
Let
different.
me know right now.
And black people celebrate different than white people.
Yeah.
I identify as a
And that's what throws a black comic off.
yeah, man.
Is that when white people laugh, they say,
I finna say some whole killers.
black people.
I'm a horror movie main character.
See what I'm saying? Niggas hit each other out there. Yeah, that's us.
Yes.
So,
But that's how we are.
that's how we are. That's our makeup. That's how we celebrate. So that shit'll throw a comic because it did me like
Yes.
that. And I get off stage, I'm like, damn man, them white people ain't laughing at me.
Right.
They laugh different. They laugh different.
Yeah, some
that's
people laugh
Like Dave
inside.
Chappelle
You
and them,
like
they know how to do that shit.
that laugh
They know how to master
without even
that.
showing they
And see,
laugh.
my whole
But
thing
they
with white, I
laugh.
don't think white people trust me 100%.
They'll tell you what it is. They like, bro,
I mean, your background. I mean, you did, do some.
But even if don't even know that, I guess they can see the arrest.
Yeah, but you got little beady eyes.
Hey, but you know what? That's the real truth.
that boy
I
got
said,
them.
guess
Is them
what?
some
Your
Timbs?
success, it spans off
It's
of the
them
trust.
Timbs.
And
Them
white people
like
they
some
let me in their
log
house. I ain't
cutters.
gonna take nothing out of there.
Bounty.
This time.
No, back in the day I would. Had all their VCRs and
Oh, no,
TVs
you
up at the front.
Bounty
Cause
Timbs.
you know that's how
The
niggas used
quicker
to do when they
picker
break
up
your
the
house. They bring
Timbs.
everything to the front of the door and just set it there. Go
With the
make a
dude
bologna
with the
sandwich
axe
in
on.
people's house.
He gonna put Shannon on it.
You've been
Hey,
on
those
some
supposed to be boot
sitcoms.
cuts, man. Them ones supposed to
One
cover
on
the
network
boots a
television,
little bit
Uncle
there.
Buck.
Yeah.
And now
Them
you're in
boys
the final
floating.
season of the Upshaws. I
Yeah.
love the Upshaw.
Thanks,
Lucretia,
man.
my favorite.
Leave bro
Thanks,
alone.
man.
Lucretia be tearing you up, man.
Hilarious, man.
Lucretia be tearing you up, man. I ain't gonna even hold you on that one. Is there a difference? Do you have to, because like Netflix versus ABC,
Hmm.
is there a difference in performing and how you do it on like a streaming platform versus
Yeah.
a network television?
Yeah, you know, the streaming platform, you're able to be yourself more.
Okay.
Uh, I've always looked at network television as a commercial.
Okay.
It's a commercial for you to show who you are and what you and to do other things, to ride in the parade on CBS, and get other commercials
Right.
and stuff. Because it's a commercial network.
Right.
You know,
Mhm.
it's a sale network. So if you do a television show on one of these main networks, that's what you are. You're really doing a commercial.
Right.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
I want to ask people this: like, when people get killed off, it was reported that you got killed off because you asked for a raise. Is that true?
And which one?
He talking about in
What was
which
that?
one?
With the,
Survivors Remorse?
yes.
No, I didn't get killed because that was LeBron's show. I didn't get killed. I didn't get off the show because I got another show,
So
which
you
was
just
Uncle
left.
Buck on
Yeah.
ABC, and I was a fifth
Mm,
lead on
that's
that
what.
show.
That's. Hey, ain't
I
gonna
had
lie,
to
that was
go for
funny.
You got the bigger brand.
even though the show didn't go, but
Right.
I still had to take the chance.
Right.
That's why I wasn't on the show anymore.
Right.
But what they'll do on
Yeah,
a
I had
show
them
is if you're
shows.
not on it on no more, especially if you're black, they're gonna kill your ass.
Is that written into your contract that you got to let them kill you off? Can you just not show up no more?
No, they're gonna kill you without asking if you want to die or not. They're gonna get rid of your ass. The dude Michael Melly asked me that shit. The director, how do you want to die? I said, huh? we killing you on the show, so let me know how you want to die. I said, oh yeah, make it a car accident.
Damn.
You know, that's how they do.
How did the Upshaws come about? Because you got you and you got
That was
Wanda,
funny.
Wanda in there,
Upshaws.
my guy Duck.
Duck, Kim Fields.
Yeah.
Um,
Regina.
you know, yeah, that's all I do is create, man, and
You spend a lot of time doing that, huh?
yeah, that's all I do is think of different scenarios, think of different television shows, movie ideas, and I take them. And when I write, I'm always writing casting at the same time.
Mhm.
I'm writing with this person in mind.
mind.
You know what I mean? So when it's time to pitch it, it matches.
Mhm.
So I called Wanda. I said, man, I gotta. First I called Wanda. She ain't called me back. I said, oh, this some bullshit. You know. I start saying all kind of crazy shit. You know how you say some crazy shit. Then she called back. I felt bad as hell. I said, oh, Wanda done went Hollywood on her. She don't want to call me back. Yeah, I know she think I'm a Def Comedy Jam. Hello, Wanda? And I pitched her the idea, and she loved it, man. We went to Netflix, sold it, went for 6 years.
Wow.
We in our final year, man. And it was great to do, man. It really was. Kids got old on us.
Yeah.
You know.
You said something very interesting. You said you always got these ideas in your head. You're always writing.
Mm-hmm.
Can you sleep at night? Because it doesn't seem like you can turn your mind off.
No, not at all. I've been having sleep apnea my whole life. Because, you know, like I said,
You
Shannon.
mean insomnia?
Yeah, my insomnia, but
Sleep apnea is like
yeah,
you start
yeah,
breathing for an intermittent
yeah.
period of time.
Yeah. Shut up, man.
That-
You know,
He gonna say, "Hey, no, that's
here we
real."
go with this shit, man. Here we go again.
I have sleep apnea also.
You know?
I do. I have insomnia also. The inability to sleep at night. You know, you stay
Which
awake.
one I got?
Insomnia.
He
Sleep
talking
apnea
about
is like you
insomnia.
stop breathing for a period of time.
Oh, no, nigga,
Oh,
I'm
that be
breathing.
happening to me.
At
Oh, you
least
have to get that
I might
machine.
not
But
know
no,
that
it'd be
shit.
like
I might have to watch
seconds.
somebody
I'll
watch
pop up
me
out
sleep
the
Yes.
now.
dream.
Yes.
Oh,
So, right?
Yes.
Somebody
I
told
just
you that
came
shit,
out
right?
water.
Well, I did. I took the sleep test,
That's what I
and
need to do.
I stopped breathing for up to like 90 seconds at a time, which is
Oh
not
no,
good.
I don't know about
So
all that.
I got fitted. I'm going to get the machine next week.
Wow.
Man,
I'm sitting
you
here
gonna
talking
laugh
to a
at
nigga
that
that don't
shit, nigga.
breathe.
That's scary. Yeah.
I, Well, and I've always had a habit of the
Because
kid.
that
Even like
don't
when I'm
breathe.
just sitting around, my sister used to always, boy, breathe.
I
Stop holding
think
your
that's
breath.
just a human thing.
Hell
People hold their
no.
breath and
Yeah,
don't know it.
but you can't hold your breath. You
Yeah,
go meet your maker. You hold your breath at night because
you're right. You're right.
so.
You out of here.
But I find that ironic.
It's
People
hard
that are
to
really
sleep.
Hell
creative
Yeah,
nah,
and you
man.
think
That's
like
crazy.
you're constantly writing and you're constantly thinking.
yeah.
It's hard. It's hard for me to turn my mind off.
It is because you're thinking about the next move,
You are.
and you work. And don't forget, Shannon, from where we come from
Yeah, for sure.
childhood, we are always in survival mode
Yep.
in our mind.
Yep.
That's crazy, ain't
Yep. It is.
it? Even if you're successful,
Mm-mm.
bills paid,
Twelve,
everything done,
bro.
still surviving in your
Something
head,
about like
You are.
still trying to not
Never.
fall, still trying to win.
I'm never like Shannon. You. I mean, you don't. Cause I don't. Cause that's the way we were brought up.
Yeah, surviving, trying to win. Shit.
Of all the characters that you played, what's your favorite character?
Um,
all about the Benjamins. You gotta be.
I used to say all about the Benjamins,
I knew it,
but
cause that's funny
because
as
I was
hell.
so raw. But
Bro, yeah,
I played a role one
that
time in a
was
movie
the
called
authentic, funny
Petey
movie.
Green, and it was me, Don Cheadle, Chiwetel,
Okay.
and
I think I
Taraji.
seen
In St. Pete, Clearwater, our nights
he
light
was
up with the
Petey
kind of
Movie.
energy that
I
just
think I
feels
seen him
right.
too, bro. Let's see.
And I played a guy in prison, and I love that role because it made
You're a natural,
it
huh?
made me so honest, man.
Hmm.
You know, some roles make you honest, man. I could feel it and smell it. I could touch it. I knew where I was, and it just did something for me creatively. But yeah, that's one of the roles that I really enjoy doing.
I'm looking at some of the people that you've been on set with: Don Cheadle, Martin Lawrence, The Rock, Angela Bassett, Megan Good, Forrest Whitaker, Taraji, Danny Glover, Wanda Sykes. You mentioned Chewie
Yes.
Ejiofor. Um, what's it like? I could just imagine because I love Forrest Whitaker and The Godfather of Harlem.
Mm.
Man, I love Don Cheadle. Don Cheadle went to Denver East High School. I've known 20 plus years.
Yeah.
So to see, because that's not the world that you come from,
Mm-hmm.
and to see them in their world.
Mm.
I remember doing a commercial with Martin Lawrence, and he's like really quiet,
Yeah.
and then as soon as they's like, okay, action,
He turned it on. Like,
and you ain't say nothing for the last 10 minutes.
damn. Yeah.
Now you,
Yeah. That's the anatomy of an artist, man. You know, I think to live with the art, to live with being funny all day, you know, you want to have a cut on and cut off switch. It should drive you crazy.
really,
Oh yeah, yeah. Or you'll be one of them dudes that's running around and can't cut it off all day.
right?
That
Do
shit's
people want you
exhausting.
when they see you? Do they want you to be funny all the time?
Hell
Tell it.
yeah, they want me to be funny, and sometimes
Tell
I'm
the
not.
joke.
I tell people sometimes all the time, not all the time, but for the most part, I'm a nice guy. But I do tell people, get the fuck out of my face. What you looking at? When people just stare at me and they know it's me, I'm like, I'll just say, what the fuck you looking at? Cause say it.
Just say, yeah, I might.
Say it. Ask me, am I Mike Epps? Are you Mike Epps? You know what I'll say? You know the I am Mike Epps. Why would you just sit there? I hate when they do that. Just
They may
stare
not be really sure.
and just,
They don't know, Mike.
man.
It could be
Man,
someone
you
else.
could tell
I'll be
that's
standing somewhere and a motherfucker say, "Man, are you Mike Epps?" And I'll just do that. I'll just say, "No, I'm not Mike Epps." And they'll say, "Stop playing." I'll say, "Well, motherfucker, yeah, well, stop asking me that." That shit bothers me right there.
Why?
Cause I feel like they playing with me. It's like, you know, I'm Mike Epps. I say, "Hey, Mike Epps, can I have an autograph?" Don't sit there and just stare at me and do this shit. Cause it make me do it back. I be looking at motherfuckers like this.
on my
We
soul.
both
Look
in the
right
liquor
back at
store
you
looking
like,
at each
hold
other
up.
like this.
Like,
Sometimes
wait.
they say, "Are you Mike Epps?" And I say, "Yeah," and they'll say something up.
They'll say, no, you're not.
No, they'll say, you look too old, or you look." It's like, Mom, it's like you asked me that to say something up. You.
What's the hardest thing to learn as an actor?
The hardest thing to learn as an actor is your lines.
Did you take acting classes, or you just
Nope. I have went to some acting classes. Shit didn't work. That shit felt like school again. I'm like,
yeah, you ain't do well in
I
school,
ain't
Mike.
do good in school. I'm out. I'm out of here. So I I lived enough life to know how to act.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I learned a long time ago as a kid, uh, if somebody's watching you talk to somebody, that's the camera. So do you ever look at that person that's watching you? Nope.
No,
You keep
you
talking
talk.
like me and you talking and say, man, you know that
We ain't looked
motherfucker.
at the camera
Yeah,
yet.
the camera over there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's helped me learn how to not look at the camera. But I wouldn't say that I'm A-list actor, but
So with the
I
camera.
can, you know,
You can hold your own. That's
yeah, I
all.
can hold my own.
But what they, because
And I
here's the
haven't
thing.
had the opportunities to show a person that
Yeah.
yet. You know,
What they ask you to do,
yeah,
they're not asking you to be Oscar. They're asking you to be Mike Epps,
yeah,
which is funny,
yeah,
which is hilarious,
yeah,
and to deliver a line
yeah,
on cue.
yeah. That's it. But I want to show people that I can really get into it.
So you want to take on more serious roles.
Yeah, I've done a lot though. I've done Death Wish with Bruce Willis, Acts of Violence. I've been in Vapaka with Forrest Whitaker. I've been in a lot of serious roles, you know, as a comic. And you know,
It's hard though when you
it's not a joke. And most comics you ain't gonna hear their name is in no actor lineups.
right.
Like when it's time to cast, they're not calling them.
No,
But they'll call me, and you know, I'll get at least a shot at it.
right.
Yeah,
Have you ever been embarrassed? Have you ever forgot your line?
hell yeah,
Damn, Mike.
hell yeah, all the time, all the time. It's not easy, you know. Just,
Mike,
yeah,
you got 6 months. They send you the script. They say, okay, Mike, you got the part. So before they start shooting, you got months to remember.
There's a Harbor Freight store in your neighborhood where we sell hardworking tools that always work.
your mind can play a game on you right in the moment of acting. You can really like your mind can freeze up where you can't remember what you were supposed to say. Dead ass. When I did The Hangover, John Goodman, they had a big ass truck, a trailer, with the trailer up, and they had a big ass TV screen with his lines on it for him to remember. And in the middle of the scene, he'd be like, "Yeah, God damn it!" He was doing that. He couldn't even remember that shit on the thing.
Damn.
And that's John Goodman. We done seen him in a million movies.
Yeah.
But it just go to show you that the way the brain works when you're trying to memorize. The memory it can be tricky, you know?
Man, I got new respect now when I see Denzel doing all that with that training day.
Oh, Denzel's one of the coldest ever did it.
Oh, for sure.
But you could tell that he becomes the character
He
so
does.
well that the words come
Like he's
like nothing.
like him and Malcolm X. I
He
still
was
don't know how he didn't win the Oscar
he
for
was
that.
cold in
They
that
pulled a
shit.
caca on that one.
Yeah. He did a good job on the training day too.
Oh, Training
I
Day.
liked him better
A
in Training
Hurricane.
Day. Oh yeah, he was cold.
Devil in Blue Dress. Inside Man.
Yeah, he was cold. And he was if you watch them movies, cause I've studied the movies and I'm a big fan of his.
Yeah.
Still see Denzel the whole time. But the way he take on those characters,
Robert McCall, the Equalizer.
he just become them.
Did you see? You ever see the movie Biko when he played Bantu Stephen Biko?
I never seen that.
You
Cold.
gotta see that.
Yeah, see,
He
that's one of the
unbelievable.
movies I didn't see.
He unbelievable
Yeah,
about what
that's
was
much
going on in
respect for that
apartheid South
dude, man.
Africa.
Yeah.
Is there a role you auditioned for that you didn't get, or a role you turned down you wish you hadn't?
Yeah, I turned down the movie called Fool's Gold. It had Matthew McConaughey in it. Kevin Hart did it.
Yeah. Damn.
I should have did it. I don't know if that would have made a difference, but it was roles like that. There's all kind of roles I shouldn't have never turned down none. I wasn't in a position to turn down no roles because I was just starting.
Right.
There was another movie with Eddie Griffin and this other guy. Damn, I forget the name. What was the name of that movie, TC? Eddie Griffin and the guy with the big eyes.
Chris Kattan?
And they had a dog. They was running. They was running around the city. That was my role, man. And huh? Double take. And I turned the role down.
You was turned down, bro.
I was
My boy.
in my mind. I thought I was deserved something better. You know, sometimes you can get tricked off of success. Like if you get successful,
You trick yourself, or you allow other people to trick you?
I
You
trick
trick
myself.
yourself.
I trick my. Sometimes you can get a little too fancy in your head about your success
Mm-hmm.
and start demanding more than what you're supposed to get,
Damn.
and end up
Don't.
up what you had in front of you. Shit.
What is selling out? We hear that a lot.
Yeah.
Well, he sold out.
Yeah.
You know, I got the cat interview. I sold out.
Yeah.
You probably heard that you sold out because
You and Cat sold out on that episode. You niggas sold out arenas and sold out shows. That nigga sold it. You sold out. No, you know what though? Quincy Jones said something important. He said, you gotta have something to sell.
Damn. Ain't that the
You
truth?
can't sell out if you ain't got nothing to sell.
I like
You know
that.
what I mean?
I like that.
It's the real talk because at the end of the day, you know, who's gonna turn down the opportunity to make money to send their kids to college and have a good life?
Yes.
You know, and I think there's levels of compromising that you have to value. You know, I don't think one should compromise themselves for something that makes them uncomfortable for money.
Yeah, I agree.
But hey, who's gonna turn down the opportunity to work with white people in order to send their kids to college and have a good life? I'm not.
No.
You know
Nor
what I
should
mean? Yeah. And I used to have peer pressure around my own people about being racist. I used to be racist about white people and didn't notice it until I was around. I'm like, damn, I'm only racist around black people.
Right.
And when black people ain't around, I'm white. I act white with my white friends.
Yeah.
So how unfair is that? If black people were sitting in the tree and see me reacting with my neighbor, they would be like, that a sellout.
Yeah.
The Chevy Equinox is more than an SUV. It's your safety check.
Whoa.
But you only seen it because you was
Shit
in my
need
tree.
that you know how to drive.
Stay your ass out my tree and you won't see me being nice to white people.
I need you to help. Because you've been you've been a comedian for 30 years. You've been in Hollywood for damn near as long.
Yeah.
What's a gatekeeper?
Somebody that got them
A
keys.
gatekeeper
And
is,
are there such a thing?
Yes.
yeah, a gatekeeper is a nigga at the gate that know if you get in there, you might take his job. We talked about this earlier. You might take his job. The people who are the people that are to be might see you and give you better opportunities than the next one.
Right.
And if I'm a guy, black guy, making money for a company who's dishing out a lot of money, and you bring my name up in an office, in a room, and I say, you won't be making money. It's just that simple.
You believe they out there?
Blackball.
What?
Pop.
Hell yeah. I'm the guy. I make money. I make money for your company, and you another black guy. And they bring your name up and they say, what about Shannon Sharp? And you sure you want to deal with that? You're not making no money, Shannon. Until they catch this nigga doing something he ain't got no business doing.
And then they gonna come back.
Then they'll come back. Oh, Shannon.
Yeah. People really do that?
Hell yeah. In every aspect. Not only in the black community, I'm pretty sure they do it in the white community too. You know, that's what a gatekeeper is.
Damn.
Somebody that can keep the gate and make sure,
He's okay, but I don't know if he'll be okay for this role.
That's right. Or you got to be careful with him. Well, let them decide if they should be careful.
Yeah. Don't you help.
Don't you tell the motherfucker. That's why people will say, God, you're so nice. I'm like, what? Did you hear something different? Yeah.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
Are you a conspiracy theorist?
Hell yeah.
Ah, damn, Mike. Come on, Mike.
Hell yeah.
Gotta be.
Because I done seen shit formulate. That's why I'm a conspiracy theorist. I seen shit. I seen conspiracies come true. So I do believe it too.
You manifested it.
I manifested.
It's like the roots. You know that people say, oh, they can put root on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you start to believe in it.
You got a root on you.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you're right. That's how the mind, whatever the mind can conceive. If your mind is strong enough to conceive it, it'll come true.
Because like dead people can't hurt you. No, but they can make you hurt yourself.
That's right. That's right. The
Bad.
the pain itself.
Yeah.
Sitting there crying over somebody that don't even know you crying.
I can't believe you believe it. Let me ask you. I always want to. I like to ask people that.
Yeah.
Came from a very similar background. Came from nothing.
Yeah.
Dealing with fame.
Mm-hmm.
What have you learned about fame?
I take it face value. I take it with a grain of salt. I'm never surprised. I'm never shocked. And I'm very rarely mad about any outcome that happens in that business. You know, I'm not shocked no more that there's ass kissers. I'm not shocked that people act like they know you and don't know you tomorrow. I'm not shocked.
That happened to you, Mike?
Hell yeah. I mean, you know, it happens in show. It happens with success. You know, I got friends and family members and shit that hey, you know one good thing about me, I ain't always been famous and rich.
Right.
I've been broke before.
Yeah.
And I have been nobody before.
Mm-hmm.
And I know how I felt then and how people reacted to me. So can't nobody pull the wool over my head.
Yeah, I'm half and half now. I've been poor.
Yeah,
I've been well off about as long as I've been poor. So it's about 50-50 now.
Yeah, you know.
So you absolutely know.
You fucking
but I
know.
hate that. You know
Flexing
what I
that
hate?
Jordan.
Hey man, hey man, take my number, give me a call.
Timberlands.
Yeah. What I'm gonna call you about?
And then they change the number, bro.
Oh yeah.
Bro, why you say Chuck? Why you say?
Yeah, I done had that. I done had that done before. But I like again, Shannon, to keep my stress levels down and to understand. I understand that's what it is. It's like trying to change a tiger stripes.
Mm.
This business has stripes on it. It's a tiger. You're not changing it. You're not gonna change how people are. That's how people are. People are fake. People are messy. People up. People do. That's what it is. Go home, go to bed, and understand that's what it is.
You know, I want to ask you. When you were you always funny? Were you funny as a kid?
Whole life, any situation.
So you a class clown, huh?
Class clown like a. They used to call it being disruptive.
Yes.
But it turned into being a comedian for me. So my disruption turned into fame.
So when the teacher would call and say, Miss Epps, it's just hard to get him to focus.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just disruptive in class. I mean, he's everybody's friend. He's making jokes. He's constantly, I don't really know what to do with him anymore.
Yeah. Well, see, they tried to put me on Ritalin when I was a kid. They tried to put me on a pill.
Mm.
And
they had pills back then?
It's called Ritalin.
No, they just had ass whipping.
Choose to make your presence felt.
They had
The
pills
refined
back
style
then.
of the Mazda CX-5.
Hell no.
Back then they had.
Mike, you talking about back then? You 2 years younger than me. You make it seem like you 20 years younger than me.
I am, nigga.
Your mom didn't tear your ass
No,
up.
I didn't get whoopings like that.
Yes, yeah, that's why.
I didn't get whooped. I have gotten some whoopings, but I didn't get ass whoopings like that. And yeah, I used to take a Ritalin pill, and I stopped taking that.
Why?
Because I would act like I took it and spit it out. And they told my mother, we need to go up on the Valium. It ain't working.
Damn.
And she said, no, he ain't taking shit.
Did you notice when you took it? Did you notice a change in you?
Yeah, it made me tired and made me eat. That's why them kids that's on that shit will make them fat and you know that's some government shit. Yeah, man. You know what I needed to do, and I tell people with their kids all the time, let them grow, man. You don't know what they're gonna grow into be. You can't really judge a kid when they're young. You think you can, because a lot of people thought I was gonna be something else that I'm not. I end up being successful.
Mm-hmm.
I got people looking at me so shocked. It's people that look at me like, damn, you are really a different. I never thought you would grow up to be who you are. I thought you would be ignorant and slow and dumb. I've always been smart, but I was very unorthodox. I learned different from everybody. Never learned the same way nobody learned. So I picked up a brick way different than you pick a brick up. So
What kind of brick we talking?
one of them red ones.
Oh, okay.
They gonna let nigga again.
I'm just curious. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Well, you on today, ain't you, man? Niggas on that niggas on today.
But you've had some criticisms of comedians publicly.
Yeah.
Chris Rock, you say like you think he ended Chucky Ducky.
Yeah.
I like Chucky Ducky quite.
He did. He Chucky Ducky's career up.
What
little career that it was there.
Man, come on, man. Don't do Chucky Ducky like that.
Nigga, fuck Chucky Ducky.
Man, I like Chucky Ducky.
That nigga went on one of them shows and said, Chucky Ducky needs some jokey wokeness. See, that's why Will Smith popped that nigga upside his head.
Come on, man.
I ain't condoning it, but I can see how a nigga pop him upside his head because he know how to.
Chris Rock weigh 132 pounds.
Them be the motherfuckers that know how to get a hold of you. that Chris Rock, he know how to say. He said some shit to me one time.
Huh?
Yeah, that motherfucker walked up to me and said, "You can't act rich if you ain't rich." I said, "Huh? What the hell?" At the time, I wasn't rich. I understood what he said, but I'm like.
But you just upset that he said that.
Yeah, cause what he didn't understand is I came from a drug dealer world, so I always like little.
Yeah. You
That's the drug dealer in the. He thinking I'm up there trying to make the people think I got show business money.
Yeah.
And said that shit to me. I said, man, I'm rich in a whole lot of ways.
Damn.
Ferret looking ass. I know how I feel about being rich.
Man, I'm try to get Chris Rock on the show. You gonna I can't get him.
That scared that somebody gonna pop him up. He's scared you gonna reach over and pop.
Now that we're on Chris Rock, when you saw that, did you think it was real?
No,
I did.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, that was.
I was like, that's a skit.
I had a moment of doubt.
I knew it was real when I seen
that was a real slap.
Will Smith's face when he said down. When he said keep
choreographed that slap.
Wife's name out your.
He could have got away with that. I would have just caught him in the back somewhere. And pow. Nobody would have seen it. He
but let me ask you a question.
On stage saying, "Chris Rock hit me in the." I would have said, "I ain't hit him."
But I don't know a whole lot of comedians that would have let that go. You up there, you ain't letting that go.
Nah. No.
But Chris just made a joke out of it.
Like fighting right there. We'd have towed that whole little area up.
Yeah.
But see, I wouldn't have said nothing about his wife either.
Right.
You know.
So you felt that was off limits?
I mean, you know, with all them white people in there, it gets a little rough.
All he said was G.I. Jane. But I think it was a culmination because remember years before that Jada said she wasn't coming.
I would have popped that upside his head too.
Come on.
But I wouldn't have did it in front of everybody. I would have said, "Hey man, Chris, don't do that again."
Yeah.
And in the back, nobody would have seen
it. Right. You don't do that in front of company.
Nah, not in front of the white people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's one thing, black people, we can't do certain shit in front of the white people.
Yeah.
We have to look at each other. Nigga, I'll catch you behind the liquor store, Chick-fil-A or something. But we ain't doing this in front of the white people because it's gonna put your money up and my money up.
Yeah.
As soon as the white people see you violent, they done.
Yeah.
They don't like violence unless it's a war.
Like, damn. I was shocked, but I thought Chris handled it really, really well. He might have been the only black man that could have handled it like that.
Yeah. I mean, you know.
But I'm not so sure Will would have did that to somebody else. But like you said, that's that man's wife. No matter what somebody else might think of her, that's that man's wife, and he loves it.
One thing that coochie will do, make you act a fool. Yeah. My wife. That's one thing that'll get me too. And they call it. Can I curse on here?
Yeah.
They call it a tender dick. Lord, when you tender dick.
Dad drills. Let's go. Your kid falls asleep. 1 minute, 32 seconds from home. What's the play? Park and wait. Quick glance. What's missing? Emergency fruit snack.
kill somebody over a woman. Chris Rock was tender dicked. I mean, Will Smith. Yeah, he had tender. He was tender. But I am too. Motherfucker better not say nothing about my wife. You can do anything in the world, nigga. Don't say nothing about the wife. Because you got to go home to these women. And if you don't stand up in front of a woman, they going to say that shit.
What they going to say?
You ain't say nothing to them one that said that. See, now now they looking at you half cop.
He bigger than me, though, baby. I don't want to mess up our money. Don't you like living here?
I mean, in the thrust of it, I'm popping
Pause.
Let me ask you this: have you talked to Chris Rock? Have y'all?
I never really had a relationship with him like
really?
that. No.
Have you tried?
I'm telling you, when I tell you, me and him ain't never ever.
Hey, y'all ain't never been cool like that, huh?
No. I don't think he gets me, and I don't get him, and it's cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Damn, I hate that.
That's how it is. I mean, some people I get, some people get me, some people I don't.
Right.
Do I think he's funny? Yeah.
Yeah, I do too.
I think he's funny as hell.
Yeah.
But personality-wise, I've never met him enough to know how cool I really don't know him, and he don't know me like that.
Okay.
Which is cool.
Eddie, you were the Eddie Murphy with Dr. Doolittle too, Dolomite, you people. What's it like working with Eddie? Because I grew up on Eddie. I was in the early '80s when Eddie was
funny all day. I mean, that's why I was just telling somebody. I've been trying to get Eddie Murphy to go do stand. Every
Boy,
time
Eddie
I
Murphy
work
used to
with
be
him in movies,
uncut.
I'm like, man, go do stand up, cause he's sitting there
Super
telling you
trolling
jokes,
everybody in the
standing
crowd.
with you. That motherfucker just sitting there funny, just in his regular life. He done said, man, some of the stories he told me, boy, I was on the floor laughing. I mean, had me dying. He told me one time John Amos was at a party. Remember from Good Time?
Good Time Day, yeah.
Said he had a whole suit on with a drink, and there was so many girls in there. They said he stepped right off in the water with the whole suit. They said he kept the drink. Got out of the water and just kept drinking like nothing happened. Drenched, soaking wet.
You think Eddie ever do stand up again?
He should. He's the king of that shit, man. That's one thing about Eddie Murphy, man. His timing and the shit that he, I seen him and Kevin Hart have some words. I don't know how real that is, but I seen them have some words, and I'm like, Kevin, you can forget it. This dude is Eddie Murphy's the king of comedy. He's the king of stand.
But he ain't done it in so long. It's like a surgeon. You don't stop. You like surgeon. Like,
think you can play football?
Rest in peace, Bernie Mac.
No. Not with two artificial hips. I got.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
If I'd have known that when we
My
got
eyes,
into
that
it,
was the
nigga, I
king of
would have
comedy.
hurried up and found your ass. Nigga, Shannon, what the had you on that motherfucking hip? Bam!
No. They good now. They good. I can't go below 90 degrees or something like that. But my hips are
Boy,
fine.
what?
I'm not in pain anymore.
Can't go
You should have
below
called me
that.
about 4-5 years ago when I was in pain. You could have got me then, Mike.
I can get you now. Shit.
Not a chance.
Shit.
Pause.
I seen you up there playing with Crawford.
Yeah.
In the box.
I ain't want to mess his money up. Hey, I wanted to
You
be.
think you could have whooped him?
Oh, I'd have tossed him. Yeah, I could have.
See, you talking about grabbing him up.
Yes.
That's why.
I had it. What you?
That's why I said I was getting a pistol. Cause that ain't fair. We supposed to be like this. You grabbed it, man.
No, what I'm looking at for? It's got to be quick. I got too much muscle. It's gonna fatigue.
You gotta get rid of it.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Give me your GOAT comedians because you go back a ways.
Yeah.
I mean, you get Eddie and then Carlin and all these guys coming forward. So you have a guy that's 30 years old. He might like, oh, I'm gonna take this guy because that's all he know. But you get to go back a ways, Mike.
Yeah.
So give me your GOAT comedians. Give me Mount Rushmore.
Shucky Ducky.
Oh, Lord.
Lunell. No, of course. You know what? I hate saying this shit because everybody say the same guys all the time. But Martin Lawrence, Robin Harris, Eddie Murphy, Richard Pryor, Bernie Mac. That's my Rushmore.
You do Rushmore, you only got 4 heads.
No, that's 5. Oh, they only 4.
Yeah. Damn. I said you didn't do good in school, huh?
I didn't. I dropped out.
How many recesses y'all had?
Nigga, I don't remember. I didn't even. I'm telling you, Shannon. This is the honest to God's truth, brother. I stopped going to school like literally 5th grade.
You just stopped going.
I got held back twice.
Oh my goodness. How you get held back at that age? You ain't doing. I mean, you getting stars for grades.
Doing no work. Coming in the room.
Would you go to sleep?
No.
Joke.
Spitballs, beating on the table.
Oh my God. I see
when
why
the
they put you on.
turned her back. When the teacher turned her back, I say, "Shut up." I was that dude right there. Always in the hallway, never had.
Yeah, your desk was in the hallway. I can tell. Yeah.
I stop at your classroom, get Shannon right there. Shannon, what's happening? And the teacher said, "Keep walking," and I say, "Shut up." Now I'm in the principal's office. I mean, literally, school was a playground for me, but I was working on being a comedian.
So let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
When you go, you in the principal's office. At some point in time, they had to call your mom or your dad.
Yeah.
So when your parents come to school and they said, Mike is being disruptive, and he's.
My parents couldn't handle me, Shannon. No, my parents couldn't handle me. My mom or my dad, I was off the hook. I was off the hook, literally. I got suspended all the time.
Hold up, how you get suspended before the 5th grade?
I made it to the 9th. You know how I made it to high school?
How?
They just kicked me out of junior high.
So they just keep promoting you because they ain't want to deal with you no more.
I went to junior high. As soon as I got to a freshman in high school, I got kicked out of high school.
For what?
Fighting, crazy shit, showing up late, not going to school. In high school, I just didn't go to school. I was like, I'm just hung in the cafeteria, and they had a little court.
You, just you, building your app on base 44.
Where the kids was. Man, I was wild, man. But I was really a comedian. I had people on the floor. I would mimic all the teachers. If it was a cute girl, it was my job to make her feel not cute. That's how I would get her to like me. I talk about her toes, her hair, and they come back to me. Why did you say that to me? I said, oh, no, I'm just kidding. And then they be my friend. They know if I came around, I was finna talk about their ass.
Did y'all have talent shows?
Yes.
So you was a comedian, you win.
No, we didn't have them talents. The only talent show we had was I tried to get in a spelling bee one time.
I won one of them.
What?
I think I got to the second stage of that motherfucker. And I think the word was it really wasn't a big word, but all I remember is I stormed out of that. I was so mad because my mom and them was there, and I couldn't look at my mother like that. I just seen her hands go like this. It was like kind of
damn. I'm like, damn, son.
But I am so happy. Like I can talk about all of my misfortunes in life because I am so successful now.
Yes.
I am so successful off of nothing. No money, no education, no nothing. That's how I know when God creates something,
He don't make no mistakes.
He don't make no mistakes, brother.
Do you ever think about man, I could have did this. I could have graduated. I could have gone to college.
No.
If I'd have focused,
none of that shit.
Yeah, but you focus on these roles. You focus on your stand up. You focus in this movie business. Yeah. So when you want to lock into something,
I can do it.
You can do it.
But it took me to be an adult and have bills and kids to lock in. I couldn't lock in on just my life. It wasn't enough. I had to see some kids.
Yeah, you had.
Now I got responsibilities.
You had other responsibilities.
Living more than just myself. Yeah. That makes me do the right thing. Right. Yeah.
You were gonna do a biop with Richard Pryor. Mm-hmm. What happened to that? Because I talked to Damon. I think Damon Wayans was also talking about the biop and.
Yeah. I mean, I think over the years, man. And I honestly think this about Richard Pryor. I think his spirit was so keen, man. I think that nigga said, I don't want none of them playing me.
But he actually chose you in 2000. He chose you to play.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. But I still think that his spirit in living with this, trying to do his role all these years, I think he literally in his spirit Because I don't know why the movie's never been done.
It's gotta be though.
And I don't care who they pick to do
Yeah.
it at this point. I just want to see the movie done.
But I don't know if anybody can play it because of you. You get that little semi-fro. You have the complexion. You have the voice
I
inflection.
actually played him before in a movie called it was with Zoe Saldana.
Yeah.
I forget.
Miss Phone.
I played a small part of him and killed it in that movie. And that was enough for me, man. I played him again. They had a Lakers series that was on HBO. Remember the Lakers series? I played him in that. So I actually got a chance to play him a couple times.
But you want to play the big thing. You want to. You don't want to do it now?
What? I would kill it. I would body that.
Why won't his wife? Because I mean, is that the hold up? His wife in kind of the direction of the movie?
Well, she definitely owns the rights.
Oh, for sure, absolutely.
But I don't know why she don't want to do it. I don't know if she wants to do it. I don't know if she found the right person to do it. But she's definitely keeping it from going or seeing if it'll go. But I didn't want nobody to believe nothing. My daddy was Richard Pryor to me.
Mm-hmm.
If you met my daddy, that was the funniest nigga to me.
Right.
In the world. Hilarious. That's where I got it.
Mm-hmm. That's
my Richard Pryor. Before I even get to anybody else, my real father, who gave me my shit, funny as hell. Just wasn't a comedian. Hilarious.
Funny that you mentioned Zoe Saldana because she played Nina Simone and they said she had blackface on.
Mm-hmm.
What?
I don't know why she did that shit. That was crazy. Listening to white people. See, sometimes you listen to white people, sometimes they be meaning well, but they'll send your ass down a dark hole.
Right.
With your culture.
Because you could have easily got someone of darker complexion to play that role.
That's what I'm saying. That was somebody that wanted her to play that bad, and was thinking, but didn't know that you can't do that.
Can't do that.
They should have got somebody like Mary J. Blige, who was really good, that could sing.
Right.
That was a real black girl that could do it. Yes. And I love Zoe. I just don't think that was the right role to play.
Hell, J. Hud. Get Jennifer Hudson to play it.
She would have been good too.
Yeah, I mean, because Drewski caught a little flack.
Sexy Red would have did good.
Nah, Sexy Red. Sexy Red. Drewski got in trouble for wearing whiteface during the skit.
Not really.
Yeah, I seen that shit.
What were your thoughts?
He ain't made it all the way. They don't get. He's good. That's what I'm telling you. When you get on the real radar, then you can't do shit.
Right.
But I don't think a lot of us are on the real radar to get punished.
Because it seems like skits are the thing. I mean, a lot of guys came up doing the skits.
Yeah.
But that's not how you guys had to get up there. Yeah. Y'all had to sit on a stool or walk back and forth, and you had to tell jokes.
That's right.
It wasn't no ski. Yeah, you might have do a voice inflection and you make your voice sound like somebody famous.
No,
but you weren't doing no skits.
Hell no. You had to do joke for joke.
Jokes.
Set up, punchline. Set up, premise, punchline.
How different
is punchline setup?
How different is it now? Is it easier to become a?
Because
they got.
Yeah.
It's a million comedians. Even for the ones who want to just sit there and tell a joke.
Yeah.
Shit is no joke. I mean, to become a real comic.
Yeah.
It takes about 10 years.
Really?
Yeah. To become a real. To really say I'm a comic and I've been doing this shit, and you gotta go on the stage a lot. Man, I was doing 7 shows a week, sometimes 2 and 3 in a day.
Damn.
Hell yeah. That's why, like right now, I'm on this tour that's coming up.
Right.
Called We the Ones.
Mm-hmm.
I'm headlining. This is our 3rd year doing it.
Okay.
The young comics on this tour. These are young brothers that I would say
5-10 years they'll be household names.
yeah, they do pretty good in the culture now.
Right.
But these guys are gonna be some guys that's really, really. You got guys like Mojo Brooks, little young dudes from
Yep, I
Chicago.
know. Yeah.
Uh,
He go over to be trying to get with the back with the baby mama.
yeah, with the groceries and
Yeah.
shit. DC Young Fly.
Yeah, I know. Yep.
Country Wayne.
Yep.
Uh, 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 Carlos Miller.
Yeah, Los. I've
Man,
had them all on.
These dudes are young comics of today. And if I could pick any of the comics, these are the guys that are closer to anything that we were, to Eddie Murphy. They are speaking on the culture.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? These dudes is really living in the streets. They really live this shit. They know it.
Yeah.
Only difference is we just got the time on them, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we you know, and that makes a difference. Unfortunately, they came in a time of this business that just wouldn't allow them to run around and tell jokes like we did.
Right.
Even if I wanted to do that shit right now, it ain't enough rooms.
Yeah.
Comedy clubs are just scarce now like that. You know?
How different is telling jokes
Yeah.
now than it
Yeah.
was then? Because there are a lot of stuff you can't say now that you could say back then.
You say the road is great.
It's different. I mean, they got this whole cancel shit,
Yeah, we are.
which I don't understand that shit because if you got an audience, you can't be canceled.
Right.
Like, hey, can't nobody cancel me. I think the cancellation comes in when you trying to cross over.
Mm-hmm.
If you crossed over, I guess you won't get the opportunities that you had on the crossover. But if you have an audience, you can't cancel me. I got people that's gonna watch me. Like they don't even know the people that's quote unquote canceled you. Them motherfuckers in the hood, people that watch the Shannon Sharp show, religious to it, they don't give a about what anybody else said about you.
Right.
Same with me.
Right.
These people coming to see me. These people watching your show.
Right.
They don't. I don't give a fuck what time that come on. And that's what we have to understand and realize and remember. You trying to hold on to some shit that wasn't yours in the first place.
Mm.
It wasn't our business. This is a privilege for us to be able to cross over and get some crossover dollars. But this ain't your business.
Right.
That's why I'm on a tour with these guys. This tour right here, this is me with young, hot comics from the hood that come from the urban life, and they are hitting right now. And I make sure I surround myself with them. And I'm not hanging with the guys who have already made it.
Right.
You know, even though I can learn from them, but man, I'm getting the heat off these young dudes. These young dudes are making me funny.
They already made
How
it,
do you
basically.
determine who you're gonna?
Wow,
I've always
wow.
wondered this.
Yeah.
How do comedians
Some of
determine
Yeah.
who they're gonna tour with?
It got to be the guys that's young and hot and who you like. And you got to always have an ear to the streets. The streets are going to tell you who's hot. The streets going to tell you who's funny. The streets going to tell you who you need to be with. And that's what I use. You know, I've always kept my ear to the streets. My kids, I got young kids. I got teenage kids, young adult kids. They keep me up on what's new and what ain't right. Daddy, that ain't, daddy, that ain't, daddy. So, you know, I get a lot of game from them.
But like when you were younger, let's say
Yeah.
you're in your like mid 20s, mid late 20s, 30s,
Yeah.
40s. How do you determine who you going to want to tour with? Or is there a promoter that says, okay, Mike,
Yeah.
I've got this tour together.
I got a comic. Yeah, I got an agent named Chris Smith.
Okay.
That's been my agent, particularly almost my whole career.
Okay.
And what he particularly does, he take a comic like me who already made it, and he'll go get a young comic, and put the young comic on my shows.
Right.
Because he's a agent
That's
for
the
both of us.
AFC motherfucker.
And that's how a young comic gets his name.
Okay.
I opened up for Steve Harvey. I opened up for all of these guys. Earthquake. I've been on tour with Bruce.
Yeah.
This when I was young.
Yeah.
Me and Bruce was on tour. We rode all over America, man.
Yeah.
Nobody knew who I was, but that's how young comics get on. You got to open up for somebody that's on,
Right.
for somebody to see you.
Right.
Yeah.
So I like say I seen Bruce and Earthquake.
Yeah.
I used to go to comedy shows all the time.
Yeah.
Get back going to that.
Did you?
Yeah, but the ones I want to go see, they in big play. I like the like comedy
It
store.
ain't the same.
Yeah, I like the small, intimate, like 100 people.
It ain't the same.
It's different now.
It's different now. So you come from the old school. You remember when it was real comedy.
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
Entertainment business. What have you learned about the entertainment business?
The entertainment business is it's gonna give you as much as you put in it. You know. And you can't take it personal. You know, one thing Queen Latifah's manager, Shakim, what he always say, I learned from him one time. He said, "Man, it ain't that serious, man. You know, it really ain't. I mean, you know, when it comes to you driving yourself crazy and trying to force it and make it be what it is, it is what it is, man. It's entertainment business. Right. It's show business. And you just can't take it to heart, man. You get what you can get out of it, last as long as you can last, and make people happy and, you know, pass the baton, man. It ain't yours to keep.
A lot of people, it's hard. It's hard to pass that baton, though. They just want to keep running, bro. You got 4 people on here, man. Pass the baton. No, bro, I got to keep this thing going.
Because they think it's they shit. They think entertainment. This shit was here before we got here, and it's going to be here when we gone.
After we gone.
Get as much as you can get out of it and keep going.
Mike, what's the brokest you been?
So I grew up on welfare. I got 6, 7 brothers by 3 different women. My mother had 3, 4 different daddies in our family. We grew up poor. I grew up.
This is what Free Palestine means to Hamas.
With a single mother in the house with 7 brothers and no money. So I tell a person all the time, if you ain't never felt a meal cramp, you don't know what hungry is.
Yeah.
I don't know where it felt like somebody punched you in your stomach. But that's because you was hungry.
Mm-hmm. Every time you swallow, your stomach say thank you.
Hell
yeah. Ain't nothing coming. I mean, people don't understand. Like when you grow up, like I grew up in the South, and we had to eat some things. But there are times we missed meal. My grandma just didn't have the money.
That's right.
But it makes you appreciate everything that you get now. I remember when
rob something.
You
can do one of the two.
You know, when you grow up, I remember we had like dirt floor. We had cement floors. So it would, you know how it is in a mechanic shop. It get dusty.
Yeah.
And we spray water down to try to keep the dust down. I remember my grandma used to say all the time, "Son, it ain't much, but let's try to keep the pizza house clean." And I always remember that. And now that I got little pizza house.
Yeah.
I mean, you got cement floors. You ain't got no indoor plumbing. You ain't got no paneling. But that's all we had. We had,
you had to appreciate what you had.
You have
Take
to.
care of what
now that I got stuff, and I was like, bro, can we I tell my kids and I tell, can we just
I heard your poor story. I seen that place y'all lived in.
Yeah. That's how real.
You might have been a little poor today. I was up here telling you story.
But it makes you appreciate I appreciate everything. I don't think that'll ever leave. I don't care if I got 200 million, 300 million, that'll never leave.
Well, that's why you're able to survive.
That's
why
real.
you're able to survive a lot of things. That's why you able to survive backlash. You able, you was built for this shit.
Yeah.
You was built for it mentally. You was built for it physically. You was built for these boulders to come at you and not to kill you though. Yeah. They just bounce off of you, bro.
It makes you. It definitely you understand having gone through what you're going through as a kid.
You know that shit would have broke another, right?
Oh yeah.
You wouldn't be sitting there.
Yeah, for sure.
Somewhere in the sane asylum.
Yeah.
Up. But you done already seen the worst.
Yeah. I've been in the storm long time.
So you know.
When you got money, what was the first thing you did when you got money?
I bought my mother a washer and dryer.
You were messing that Medicaid, huh?
My mother was on assistance, and I bought her a washer and dryer, and she was so happy to get that washer and dryer. My mother we grew up watching Price is Right, and my mother dreamed of having things for us, and I'll never forget. Reader's Digest sent us a fake check in the mail.
I remember
and my mother's got the screaming, and we tried to cash that. We got the car, went up to the bank, and my mother came out the bank saying, we said, what's wrong, Mom? She said, this wasn't real. It was a Reader's Digest check. I'm saying to myself, Mama, first of all, it was too much money to be real. Motherfucker had like $5 million or something.
They ain't sending us that, Mom.
The way that shit was written on the check, it looked
had
like
a name and everything.
What? We thought we had that money. Man, and I used to take scissors and cut big wheels out and paste them on the wall. Shit I wanted.
Yeah.
I said, boy, I just want that shit. And we grew up Jehovah's Witness.
Oh, man.
That didn't make it easy. So we wasn't, I think my mother made us Jehovah's Witness because she knew we couldn't afford shit. So she said, I'm going to give you a religion that
you don't need anything.
You ain't supposed to do it. You going to feel bad about getting this shit.
You real estate. You really involved in real estate.
Yeah.
What made you? How did you like learn how to invest? Like, okay, I got this money.
Yeah.
Ain't no guarantee if I don't do something with it to make sure I'm gonna be able to keep it.
Yeah. Well, growing up as a kid, we rented houses all the time. We ain't never owned no house. My mom didn't. So I always promised myself if I ever got some money, I was gonna go back and buy all the houses that we got evicted out of, and I did.
Damn.
I made an address list in my hometown. I rolled around and I made an address list of all the houses we got kicked out of, and I went and bought every last one of them.
You bought every house.
Every one of them that we got kicked out of back.
And you allow families to you rent them out.
Yep, I rent them out. You know what I mean, and my family stay in them, and Damn. I went back and got them. I told my mother that too. I'll never forget, man. We used to get kicked out of them houses. My mother, we sitting in the back of the cab. She have a big ass bag of clothes, and my mother crying, and we go to my grandmother's house to stay with my because that's every time we got kicked out, we went to my grandmother's house. And I said, Mom, I'm gonna buy all these motherfucking houses back one day. I thought I was gonna do it with some dope money, but
but you gonna get them houses.
I was gonna get them houses back, and I did. I went back and got them houses. I went and knocked on people's door and bought their ass up out them houses. Yep, I sure did. Me and my wife, we went and we fixed them houses up. We actually had a show on HGTV called Buying Back the Block.
Damn.
Yeah, went and bought them houses, and I revitalized my whole neighborhood, man. And the white people walk down the street, man, and they don't know the history in them houses.
Right.
I told them, man, a little dude named Tonio got killed in that house you live in.
Oh my God.
I said, yeah, nigga was a
You better come up out of there. Mike, did you know your father?
Yeah, I knew my dad, man. Hardworking man. Tommy Epps worked at a plant, worked at a harvester for 40 years. Yeah, good dude, man. My father was a hardworking dude. And I'll never forget, man, my father didn't like no street people. And when I became a street dude, I was selling drugs. He had a car wash. I went to his car wash in my Cadillac, and he told the people, don't wash that.
Come to St. Pete Clearwater, where you can rise and shine.
Damn.
Because I was selling dope.
Yeah.
He called me a dog. He said, you a dog. I said, huh? He said, yeah, you a dog. He said, you ain't worth shit. Because I was selling dope.
Yeah.
And I got caught. And I'll never forget I was in prison, and I met a dude from Miami that got caught selling kilos and shit. And I'm sitting in the cell with him. He was showing me pictures of his houses and boats. I said, damn. I called my father because I was talking to my father in jail. I said, Daddy, I'm in here with a dude that is smart as hell. He said, well, son, if he's so smart, why is he in there with you? Why is he sitting there? You sitting there bragging about some in jail with you, talking about he's smart. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, my dad always said crazy shit that, and that shit still, I never forget one time too, I told my dad, I said, this is how I learned how to deal with my kids. I used to cuss my dad out. I said, man, you ain't no real because he wouldn't buy me the shit I wanted. Because I thought because it was kids that had go-karts and mobiles.
Yeah.
I said, why come I can't have it? I said, man, you ain't no real father. You know what he told me one time that came back, smacked me in the face? He said, wait till you have some kids. And boy, if I be damned, my kids didn't say the same motherfucker. That's crazy how that shit just doubled back.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it just teach you to always honor your parents and listen to them. They know what they doing. And most kids be upset with their parents and not realizing their parents be kids too.
Yes.
Your mother and father were too young too to be who the you thought they was. They was young too.
Right.
They were still trying to figure it out. So now I'm grown and I got kids. That shit just all came clear to me. You know.
You mentioned your wife.
Yeah.
How has your wife helped you? Because then you hear a lot of stories like, okay, I got married and she helped me, she helped me find my purpose.
Yeah.
Steve speaks glowingly about his wife, I forget his wife's name, but Margie. And he speaks about like, I started to elevate when Margie got in my life. I hear you talk about the same thing, that how she calmed you down, that you like, it's not that serious, Mike.
Yeah.
I mean, what you try, hey, you got me, I got you, we good.
Yeah.
How is it that when a man finds a wife, the Bible says that when a man finds a wife, he finds a good
Most of us get married so we don't screw everybody. Let's be honest.
Okay.
But I can honestly say that my wife is much younger than me, 20 years younger than me. Yeah. I don't want to date nobody my age because that's 100 years in the bed. So I had to cut the margin down, man. But she's a grown ass woman.
Right.
She's 38 years old.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So she taught me a lot. She taught me a lot. And sometimes, most of the time, your wife is gonna see things that you don't see about yourself. All the time. And you need that.
Right.
Because we're very, very slow when it comes to women, man. We think we smart, but they the coldest when it comes to holding them, knowing when to fold them, when to walk away, when to be quiet, we'll never be able to figure women out.
Right.
So I guess we got to listen. You know what I mean? We got to listen to them. And that's what God put them there for. He gave them that extra sense to protect us. I always say women are caretakers for men.
Right.
I don't care how much money we make or how much the king we are. It ain't none of it no good if a woman can't take care of you.
Right. You this is your second marriage, right?
Yeah.
After your first marriage, did you think you'd ever get married again?
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah. As soon as I met my second wife, I wanted to marry her. Cause it was like God sent you to me. I could tell sometime when women are come through God for me, and I can tell when it's not that. And